Boli Sri Sitaram Chandra Ki Jai. Thank you very much, Yovana Partap. Good work. Devotees, we proceed straight to Ramayana Arti. Sab koi khara ho jaye. Please all stand.
Some श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय प्रीति।
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय जय राम। जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम।
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम। प्रेम से बोले श्री सीतारामचंद्र की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। आदि शक्ति स्वाहा माता की जय। उरई सार जगन्नाथ की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। बोले श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की। आसन लीजिए, be seated, devotees. प्रेम से बोले श्री सीतारामचंद्र की जय। Devotees, on behalf of the Satya Drishti spiritual and sporting group, I extend a most cordial welcome to each and every one. You were already welcome, I know, by our wonderful daughter, Yovan Partap. We have performing the Vedi Puja, Pundit Satyam, Keshu Maharaj, with his wonderful young man son, that is Sandeep. We have Pandit Varisht, and Pandit Vinayak with us, as well as members of the group. So now all is in place for the commencement of this evening discourse. Many other murtis here. Focus on any that you have a close acquaintance with. And Om Tat Sat, Hey Ram Shri Ram, Jai Shri Sita Ram. We join in prayer. Om Varnanamartra Sanghanam Rasanam Chandasamrapi Mangalanam Chakartaro Vande Vani Vinayako. Om Ajnanam Timirandhasya Jnanayam Shalakaya Chakshulam Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Achintarupa Charite Devi Sarvashatru Vinashini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Karpure Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Neelam bhuj shamal ko malangam Sita samaro pitbam bhagam Pano mahasayaka charu chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvansanatham. Om Anjani Garva Sambhuto Vayuputro Mahabala Kumaro Brahmachari cha Hanuman me prasedhatam. Om Shri Sita Ramachandraya Namah. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bole Shri Sita Ramachandra ki. We all know today is Tuesday, and devotees, on a Tuesday we pay special worship and honor to two forms of the Lord, among the others, but specifically two, Saraswati Ma and Pawan Sut Hanuman. We spoke about Saraswati Ma previously, so visualize her comely form. And Om Ai Saraswati Namah, Jai Sharda Devi. Saraswati Ma, He Jagama, Veena Vadini, Saraswati Ma, Veena Vadini, Saraswati Ma. Saraswati Ma, He Jagama,
Saraswati Ma, He Jagama,
Veena Vadini, Saraswati Ma,
Veena Vadini, Saraswati Ma.
Amba Bhavani, He Jagama, Amba Bhavani, He Jagama, He Amba Bhavani, Jai Jagama.
Amba Bhavani, Jai Jagama,
Jai Jagama,
Jai Jagama,
He Jagama,
He Jagama,
Amba Bhavani, Jai Jagama,
Amba Bhavani, Jai Jagama,
Amba Bhavani, He Jagama,
Amba Bhavani, He Jagama,
Veena Vadini, Saraswati Ma.
Veena Vadini, Saraswati Ma.
Amba Bhavani, He Sharama,
Amba Bhavani, He Sharama,
Jai Sharama,
Jai Sharama,
Jai Durga Ma,
Jai Durga Ma,
Jai Lakshmi Ma,
Jai Lakshmi Ma,
Jai Sharama,
Jai Sharama,
Amba Bhavani, He Sharama. पार्वती माँ
पार्वती माँ
संतोषी माँ
संतोषी माँ
जय गंगा माँ
जय गंगा माँ
जय तुलसी माँ
जय तुलसी माँ
तू काली तू शारदा माँ
तू काली तू शरणा माँ
वीणा वादिनी सरस्वती माँ
वीणा वारिणी सरस्वती माँ
सरस्वती माँ हे जग माँ
सरस्वती माँ हे जग माँ
वीणा वादिनी सरस्वती माँ
वीणा वारिणी सरस्वती माँ
वीणा वादिनी सरस्वती माँ
वीणा वारिणी सरस्वती माँ
सरस्वती माँ हे जग माँ वीणा वादिनी सरस्वती माँ बोले श्री सरस्वती माता की and our devotees Bajrang Bali. Pawan Sut Hanuman. We'll have more to speak about him when we come to discuss him by himself. But he represents the mind principle. Mudram Chipram Vichipram Ekang Nirudhaman. There are 5 levels of consciousness and 5 states of our mind. Where is the mind at the present time? Hanuman shows we need to have a stable, steady, disciplined, restrained, and focused mind. And when the mind maintains its focus, we will realize our purpose. This is a bit of the greatest of Pawan Sut Hanuman, Bajrang Bali. So devotees, very simple. He Maruti Nandana Namo Namah Kashta Bhanjana Namo Namah Asurani Kandana Namo Namah Shri Ramadutam Namo Namah He Maruti Nandan Kashtaya Bhanjana Namo Namah Asurani Kandana Namo Namah Ramadutam Namo Namah Maruta Nandana Namo Namah Kashtaya Bhanjana Namo Namah Asurani Kandana Namo Namah Shri Ramadutam Namo Namah Anjani Nandan Namo Namah Keshari Nandan Namo Namah Atulita Balramam Namo Namah Pavanaye Putram Namo Namah Ek Anjani Nandana Namo Namah Keshari Nandana Namo Namah Atulita Balramam Namo Namah Pavanaye Putram Namo Namah He Marutanandan Namo Namah Kashtaya Bhanjana Namo Namah Asurani Kandana Namo Namah Shri Ramadutam Namo Namah Ramadutam Namo Namah Ramadutam Namo Namah Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman Jai Bolo Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Oh Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Hey Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. 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 Jai Hanuman Baba. Bajrang Bali, Bajrang Bali, Jai Jai Jai, Bajrang Bali, Bajrang. Bajrang Bali, Bajrang Bali, Jai Jai Jai, Bajrang Bali, Bajrang. Bajrang Bali, 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 Jai Jai Jai. Bajrang Bali, Bajrang Bali, Jai Jai Jai. Bajrang Bali, Bajrang. Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Hey Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Jai Mahavir Swami Jai Mahavir. Bolo Jai Mahavir Swami Jai Mahavir. Jai Mahavir Swami Jai Mahavir. Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Jai Hanuman Baba Jai Hanuman. Jai Hanuman Baba. Jai Hanuman Baba. Jai Hanuman. लाल देह लालील से अरुधरि लाल लंगूर ब्रज देह दानव डलन जय 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 कपिसूर जय 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 कपिसूर प्रेम से बोले श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की devotees Ramayana Katha Ayodhya Kand Banbasio ka prem the love that is simple ordinary folk who lived in the forest they had for the Lord. And as I make that statement, we need to examine ourselves. What is our love for the Lord? How intense it is? How sustained is it? How strong is it? And let me just remind you, our parents gave us birth. God gave us life. Nobody else gave us life. God gave us life. And devotees, is there anyone who can love us more than the Lord himself? That he gave us the most precious gift, the gift of life. And all he asks in return, if you remember Shivari Katha, and throughout, he says your education, your knowledge, your beauty, your money, it is for your enjoyment. You work for it, enjoy it. But as far as I am concerned, the Lord is saying, Manu ek bhakti karanata. The love that you have for me, it will make the difference. It will bring you near to me. And so devotees, let's hear how this all played out. Yesterday we heard Bhaya Lakshman sought and obtained the permission of Ma Sumintra to accompany Bhagwan Sri Ram. And together with Divine Mother Sita, they proceeded into the forest, leaving behind Ayodhya. There was a lot of pain and unhappiness because separation does bring unhappiness. So that's from one level. But another level, look at it this way. What Tulsidas is showing, the devotees, Bhagwan is spirituality. Whenever spirituality leaves our lives, when we become godless, how could we be happy? Anybody who says that, they're either drunk or they're mad. You cannot be a godless person and expect to be happy. So devotee, this is so simple yet so very powerful. As they left Ayodhya, it was like the light went out. Telling you and I, oh man, never ever become godless. Give up anything, but don't give up God. Because He is the one who makes the difference. He's our guide, our friend, our everything. And without Him, go again, when you do jap with your mala, 108 times, because it's supposed to be 108 beads. What do these signify? 0 is you and I. We have no value. Who are we? We think we are somebody. We think we are important. 0 by itself means nothing, has no worth, no value. But want it, it becomes valuable. That one is God. Man plus God is happiness. Man minus God is misery. And the 8 is the Ashtasiddhi Hanuman Chalisa. The 8 types of spiritual powers. We shall speak about that when we speak with Hanumanji. There are 8 kinds of spiritual powers to make life make sense. So this is all what it's all about, devotees. So here now, let's follow our Lord and Master. Who are we following in life? Who's our leader? In what direction are we heading? The rivers flow to another river or into the sea. You look at a picture of Saraswati, there's a river flowing. The river is flowing where? Where is your life? What direction is our lives heading? Only we can answer that. The devotees, at the point of the Katha, they are in the forest. And the forest people, the forest dwellers, they heard. And they came out. And what they saw, they couldn't help themselves. They began to speak. And whatever they have to say will show nothing but the love they have for the Lord. But here how they express it. How do you express your love? You have done it before. You have all loved someone or something or whatever it might be. How did you express your love? Let us see how they express their love for Bhagwan Sri Ram. Tulsidas says, Jo payin hai din ban pasi din ban kin hai bani ram kin hai bani bidhi bhog vilasi bhog vilasi. Ehi bicharashi magabino paretrana bino paretrana rachiye padira rache padi bidhi bahan nana bahan nana Jai Rama Shri Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Oh Jaya, Jaya Rama, Shri Rama, Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram, Jaya Rama, Shri Rama, Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Hey mere Ram, bolo Ram, तो विधाता ने भोग विलास वृथा बनाए हैं, जो ये ही बिना जूतों के मार्ग में चलते हैं। तो विधाता ने अनेक प्रकार की सवारियां वृथा ही बनाई हैं। सो हे भाई लोग सुनिए। पृथ्वी पर कुशा और पत्ते बिछा कर सोते हैं, तो विधाता ने सुंदर सेज क्यों बनाई है? जो विधाता ने इनको वृक्षों के नीचे वास किया है, तो ऊंचे ऊंचे धाम रच रच के बनाने में क्यों परिश्रम किया? सो हे भाई लोग सुनिए। जो ए मुनि पट धरय जटिल सुंदर सुति कुमार, जो ये मुनि पट धरय जटिल सुंदर सुति सुकुमार, विविध भांति भूषण बसन बारीकिए करतार सिया, पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। जो ये सुंदर सुकुमार मुनिये के से वस्त्र पहनकर फिर पर जटा धारण करते हैं, तो अनेक भांति के वस्त्र और आभूषण विधाता ने व्यर्थ ही बनाए हैं। सो हे भाई लोग सुनिए। एहि विधि कही कही वचन प्रिय, लेहि नयन भरिनी। एहि विधि कही कही वचन प्रिय, लेहि नयन भरिनी। किमि चलहि मार्ग अगम, सुधि सुकुमार शरीर सिया, पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। इस भांति प्यारे वचन कहकर नेत्र में जल भर लाते हैं। ये सुंदर सुकुमार शरीर वाले इस कठिन रास्ते में कैसे चलेंगे? कैसे चलेंगे भाई? Devotees, what are they saying? Very simple people, simple language. They're talking to each other. Oh brother, if the forest is to be their home, the harshness of the forest life, then for whom did Bhagwan, God, create comfort and luxury? If they are not worthy of it, then who is worthy? They ask again, if they are to walk barefooted on this cold forest floor, why were carriages and various forms of transport, why were they created? through the grace of the Lord. Why? If they are not deserving of riding in the best, hear how simple it is, devotees. Again they say, if they have to sleep on kush grass and a bed of leaves, then why did Bhagwan inspire man to create various articles and objects where one can have a good rest, but with bed and couch and so on? He says, if they have to sleep, or they are saying among themselves, if they have to sleep under trees, then why did the Lord inspire man to create splendid palaces and homes? If these wonderful princes, which is Rama and Lakshman, they have to wear the bark of the trees as clothing, then why did Bhagwan inspire man to create jewelry and all kinds of wonderful clothing? Devotees, in this way, asking these questions, nobody was answering, but they were all expressing their love and what was eating away the inside, that how come they deserve the best and they're getting the worst? How could this be, and why is it so? Devotees, Tulsidas is simply explained to you and I the overwhelming love these people had for Bhagwan Sri Ram, Divine Mother Sita and Bhai Lakshman. Now this may mean like nothing, but think of if you have to spend a number of years in the forest and this is the clothing and this is the way you're going to spend it. What kind of problems you're going to encounter. So devotees, here now, let us look at these simple statements with a more penetrative eye. There are various means to which we can achieve spiritual excellence and happiness. It can be Karam Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Raj Yoga. You choose whichever path you want. There are those who prefer the path of selfless, ceaseless action. There are those who prefer the path of bhajan, kirtan, devotion. There are those who prefer the path of meditation, and so it goes on. And even though there are various ways in which one can, experience that kind of spiritual joy and happiness, in this world, devotees, 1/3 of the population don't believe in God. I like that. You got the gift of life from God, but you don't believe in God. You believe in paganism, hedonism, communism, and all of these things. So where are we heading as a society? Think of that. Devotees, the other point to bear in mind is this. What did Bhagwan say, as I mentioned in the beginning, that nothing pleases him more than the love that we have for him. Now, take it at your personal level. You have children, you have friends. If they don't show you that love and consideration, how do you feel? How do you feel? Devotees, there's this example of Lord Krishna and a devotee who would always say, Bhagwan, when you pass my way, stop. And devotee on this particular, Lord Krishna decided to stop. And she invited him inside. Put him to sit. And then she went to see what there was in the kitchen or in the home to offer the Lord. And devotees, all she found was one banana. So she washed it. She went and sat at the feet of Bhagwan. And devoted, she peeled a banana with tremendous love and looking at him, and she began to feed him the banana. Bhagwan was enjoying that article being offered with love. Then he says so in Gita, Patram Pushpam Bhalam Toyam. While she was doing so, her husband came home, and when he saw what she was doing, devotees, instead of feeding Bhagwan the banana, she was feeding him the skin. Imagine that. Imagine tomorrow you offer him Persad and you peel it and you offer his skin only to God. Now imagine Bhagwan is in front of you and you're so happy he has come and you're so taken up in the love. You're lost in the love. I know love can make people do all kinds of crazy things. All kinds of things. And we come to the young one just now. So she peeled it and instead of giving Bhagwan the fruit, she was giving him the skin. And Bhagwan eating it, he wasn't complaining. Because he himself said, you offer what you have, but with love, I will partake of it and bless you abundantly. When the husband came and he saw that, he shouted at her, what are you doing? You are feeding Bhagwan the skin. And then she caught hold of herself. And he had brought some fruits. she washed an apple, a juicy red apple, and now she handed it to Bhagwan, feeding him it. And when she took one bite, Bhagwan made a comment we'll all bear in mind. He said, my dear, the skin of that banana tasted sweeter than the sweet apple you're offering me. Why? No, Bhagwan won't tell a lie. Because when she was offering the apple, her mind was upon the apple. When she was offering the skin of the banana, her mind and attention was upon Bhagwan. And who should be the focus of our devotion, our love? Bhagwan. Simple as that. Devotee, I'm going to give you some simple examples now. There's a man who saw a picture of Lord Krishna driving a chariot. And you know, he had to turn back so to look at Arjun, because he's speaking to Arjun the Gita. So he's looking at Arjun and speaking the Bhagavad Gita. And when this man saw that, he kept on crying and crying and crying. He was asked, why are you crying, bhai? You've seen Lord Krishna, you've seen Arjun, you've seen the chariot, such a wonderful scene. He says, Arjun is a wicked man. You say, what? He said, Arjun could be bad. You say, yes. Arjun, look at what he's making my Lord do. He's making my Lord turn his back and turn his neck and look at him. Speak 18 chapters, 700 verses. That's not fair to me. Look at the kind, intense love, how he was thinking. There are all kinds of devotees. There were some devotees who washed some fruits and cried for Bhagwan. He looked at them, he accepted them, he placed them by his feet. Then after some time, he called one of his followers, said, take these fruits and carry it by the road. I don't want it. Now imagine you offer Bhagwan fruits, and the next thing you see by the roadside. There was a devotee by the name of Suguna. You got to know the name. Su and Gun. One is full of good ways and attributes and habits. And when Suguna very poor, always wanted to give Bhagwan something. She was too poor. When she saw those fruits, she picked them up. That which was discarded, she washed them. And now with her loving hands and loving heart, she went to Bhagwan. She offered him the fruits. He grabbed them all up. What is he saying to you and I? Is it quantity? Is it quality? State of the heart, state of the mind? Devotee, she had tremendous love for the Lord. And she was offering that with the right intent, right purpose. And so that was accepted by the Lord when it was rejected before. Let's come to puja now. We all have done puja sometime. I want you to perform this little experiment. All it might not be the best, but that's how you'll get a lesson right. When you do Hanuman Baba puja, any puja, if you put 5 bananas, check it, make sure it's 5, and 5 good ones. If you put 2 spoons of Persad, place it. If you put 10 prunes, whatever it is, check it and place it there. Then when you go to the Baba and the Bedi and he recite mantras and ring the bell and ghanta and so on, and you close your eyes and you're saying, oh Lord, this prasadam has been prepared especially for you. Please accept my prasadam, Lord. Partake of it, bless it and bless me. Bless my home and bless my family. Let it be nourished by this prasadam, oh Lord, because it becomes a sacrament. It's no longer flour and sugar and rice and condensed milk, When it is blessed with mantras, it becomes something special. And so you offer it. And I'm saying, open your eyes after, as you normally do when you bow. You're still seeing the 5 figs. You're still seeing the 10 prunes. You're still seeing the 2 spoons of prasadam. So what is it? Is it Bhagwan didn't accept your prasadam? Just what you offered is still there, so he didn't take anything. But is that what he wants? Bhagwan wants the love. He took the love with which you offered it, and the prasadam is for you and I. That's what we must always remember, devotees. Bhagwan will accept the love with which we offer it, and that which we offer is really for us. For us. So this is why we talk about love when it comes to Bhagwan. There are 6 types of love or bhakti or devotion. There is Sakya or Sakya, that is friendship, like Sudama. Sudama Brahman. He worshipped the Lord through friendship. Devotees, there is Shant, meditation, contemplation. You sit like the yogis, and he is in your mind and your thoughts continuously. Im Bhakt Dhruv, he was like that. Then there's Dasya, you perform seva, and there are too many individuals who perform seva, like what you're doing in the temple, not only in this year, but throughout. Then there's Vatsalya, parental love, like Ma Kaushila, Mike Kaikai, Sumintra, Yashoda. There's Madhur, conjugal love, love of a wife and a husband. This is like Meera, is a prime example, and the gopis. There's Anurag, selfless love. I do this, I do not think of anything. I want no praise, no fame, no honor, no glory. I do it because it's my Lord, it's my duty. I do it for duty's sake. Anurag. And there's Vidvesh. You could love God as an enemy. Now that might sound strange. If you have hatred for God, then what will happen? Think of somebody who you hate. Are they not always in your mind? They're always there in your mind. But Bhagwan is so powerful that even the love can be transformed and translated into, that hate can be translated into love, and you can gain from it. So these were the scriptures, so there's 6 types of bhakti or love. Now devotees, I'm spending a little time on this because we want to get this right. There are different facets to this point. In this world, there are too many negative emotions. The research has shown that 70% of patients who visit doctors, they have the same complaint. And what is the same complaint? Hate, anger, jealousy, and a whole long list. I can't tell you all of that. And once we have those things in us, we are upsetting our equilibrium. We are causing upset in our inside, in our thinking, and devotees, in our vibration, and we could never be healthy and happy. So therefore, where do you see, we are told you must have plenty hate boy. Hate me, hate, well hate. Well, hear what? Hate hurts the hater more than the hated. If you hate me, that's hurting you, you're hurting me. So go ahead and hate me. Hate me, hate anybody who you want. You're hurting yourself. It sounds harsh, but that's the truth. And you'll end up by the doctor, and I'll go in the temple to develop more love. These are the things we have to sit, we have to understand these points now, devotees. Can't just say love, love, and we don't know where we're going and what we're saying. This is from the medical, scientific point of view. And devotees, in addition, these kinds of negative emotions like hate and anger, they cause more diseases and sicknesses inside of us. And we all know that's a serious problem throughout the world. I'll move on now. I want to talk to the young people briefly. I see some young girls and boys. And those who are not here, you can carry a message for them. Don't take love lightly. It's not just a physical form. You have to, as I said, something had to click. If it didn't click, it ain't love. Don't be forced. And before you marry or enter a relationship, you have to do serious research. There must be compatibility between both families, between both people. You must be seeing eye to eye, not I pulling west and you pulling east. And let us say there must be some kind of seeing things eye to eye. If I love football and you love cricket, what will happen? I'll go football, you go cricket. We'll never be together. So there has to be some commonality of interest to keep the relationship going. There are many aspects to it, and I can't go into all of them. I'm just sharing some. So devotees, we need to take the advice of the elderly. And we need to pray and ask God, is this the right person? Is this the right time? Because that's one of the most important decisions you will ever make in your life. And happily married people obviously are happy, sleep better, they look better, they feel better. There you are. You decide. Devotees, so don't rush it and don't feel time leaving you. Now let me show you how we can make mistakes also in relationships. There was this boy who loved this girl very badly. So devotees, he didn't know how to express and how to let her know how much he missed and how much he needed her. So he hit upon an idea. He went to the market and he bought a pine. He wrapped it in a bag and he sent it for the girl with a note. Oh, girl, I'm pining for you. But the parents don't know what pine stand for. But this is what their communication, young people twang. Oh, God. So she went, oh, he sent a pine of fruit, I have to send back one. She got a mango. And a nice, wonderful mango. Wrapped it, put a note, and sent it for him. So he said, well, thing looking up. I sent pine, she sent mango. However, nothing happened after that. So he said, something wrong. So he told Guruji, something wrong. Check the girl, man, something jump on she head or what? Or something happened to she. We quick to say that in children. Zombie, lagahood, dwen, labless, you name it. That's your mind. Our mind is our best friend and our mind is our own worst enemy. It's any buck coming and open your fridge and eating your food. But that's what they believe. Well, believe in buck. And you're stuck if you're doing that. Devotees. So Guruji said, beta, bring that mango in that bag. He went and he brought the mango, but you didn't eat it. When you get something from these people, you want to cherish it. That's something special. You're keeping it rotten and smelling, but you're keeping it. And so he kept it. And when Guruji opened the bag, inside, under the mango, was a note. And it was mango. But you know what she really meant? Man, go. I'm not interested. Go your way. Understand? Now he felt, I give her a pine, she gave her a mango sitting looking up. But look at what she meant by mango, giving it fruit. Man, oh man, you better go. I'm not interested. And devotees, I'll just give you one little one again. I'll just give you the gist of it. Some parents allow the boy or the girl to meet and talk at all. But now you could find all means. Those were the days, was real tough, real hard. So he found a way to communicate with the girl, the postman. So he wrote a letter in the morning, one lunchtime, and one evening. She getting 3 letters a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She happy too bad. Expressing how much he cares for, how much he loves her, and so on. I hope the young people listening, many of us are being fooled, taken for a ride, only to regret. And God didn't put us here to live in regret. That's why we have to follow advice, listen to our parents, and ask God for guidance. Every one of us. So he kept on writing. When you're at that stage, you become very poetic and very creative. You could really write. If you put them in an essay to write an essay exam, you can write 2 sentences. That happens. So, it worked. The strategy or the ploy of sending letters to the girl morning, noon, and night worked. That eventually marriage take place. But she got married not to the letter writer, but to the postman. Why? Because she was seeing him all the time, and she was only reading about him all the time, the next fella. So you see what it's all about? It's a very serious situation. So here, this is why here we see, we're being told what is pure love, sincere love, genuine love, true love, not puppy love. So devotees, let me ask you this little question. It's for those who are married and those who want to get married. It's good for you to think too. If you all go on a little holiday, and there you're sitting and you see your wife and your mother, both of them bathing and they started drunk, who are you going to say first? Don't answer. You see your wife and your mother drowning, who you going to say first? Or, for the girls, you see your husband and your father drowning, who you going to say first? That's a ticklish situation. You know what was the most common answer by everybody? Whoever had the biggest life insurance. That's what they say. So again, that wasn't love. It's money, love for money. So there are many mistakes we make in this situation, my dear people. Here tonight, in Ayodhya kan, Banbasyo ka prem, true, sincere, genuine love. And Brahmanan puts it beautifully that we need to bear in mind. लगा ले प्रेम ईश्वर से लगा ले प्रेम ईश्वर से अगर तू मोक्ष चाहता है 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 लगा ले पाताल के अंदर नहीं आकाश में ऊपर नहीं पाताल के अंदर नहीं आकाश में ऊपर नहीं आकाश में ऊपर सदा वो पास है तेरे सदा वो पास है तेरे कहाँ बंधन तो जाता है लगा ले प्रेम ईश्वर से लगा ले प्रेम ईश्वर से अगर तू मोक्ष चाहता है हृदय जो शरण में उसकी छोड़ दुनिया की लालच को छोड़ दुनिया की लालच को हृदय जो शरण में उसकी छोड़ दुनिया की लालच को छोड़ दुनिया की लालच को वो ब्रह्मानंद निश्चय से वो ब्रह्मानंद निश्चय से परम सुख धाम पाता है लगा ले प्रेम ईश्वर से लगा ले अगर तू मोक्ष चाहता है 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 लगा ले प्रेम ईश्वर से लगा ले प्रेम ईश्वर से अगर तू मोक्ष चाहता है अगर तू मोक्ष चाहता है अगर तू मोक्ष चाहता है प्रेम से बोले श्री प्रभु रामचंद्र की. So devotees, those simple village and forest dwellers have tremendous love for the Lord. It's for you and I to do likewise. And when we have that love for the Lord, nothing becomes difficult. Somebody is having a puja and they ask you, prasadam, you will find no excuse. Somebody is having a yag, they invite you, you will find no excuse to stay or not to go. And the whole thing dictates your action. And devotees, it's in our interest to develop that love for the Lord, because that is the only thing He recognizes, and He will bless us abundantly if you want your life to take a turn for the better. Love for material things brings a certain level of happiness or comfort. But true happiness, lasting happiness, comes at the feet of the Lord, in the service of the Lord. Therefore, continue to come and serve the Lord. help the temple in whatever form or fashion. There are many things we can do. A temple is not a place to take your money, no. A temple is a place to help you to develop yourself spiritually. It provides the opportunity that I said before. When I see a poor person, it's not to take my money. He provides me the opportunity to perform dan or charity. If there are no poor people, how can we give charity? So devotees, so it goes on and on and on. So Bhagwan Sri Ram, Bhaya Lakshman, Divine Mother Sita, continued marching forward, onward. Let us continue going with them, devotees. Tulsidas says, समाचार सुनि पावहि, तेरे परानिन दोष लगावहि, कहि एक रामान कहि एक यदि भल मही जेहि लोचन लाहू। जय राम श्री राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय set of people. They are expressing their love by making comments among themselves, shedding tears. This second set of devotees, people have different mannerism, different ways. Some speak out, some stay silent, some dismiss it. So here what Tulsidas is saying. He says, Suryavansh Rupi कुमुदिनी के मिलाने के लिए चंद्र रूप चंद्र राम जी को देकर गांव-गांव में ऐसा ही प्रसिद्ध होता है। जो कोई यह हाल सुन पाते हैं वे राजा और रानी को दोष लगाते हैं। कोई कहता है कि राजा बहुत भला है जिसने हमको नेत्रों का लाभ दिया। Now listen to this kind of situation, devotees. In the forest, there are a group of people, when they see Bhagwan Sri Ram, Divine Mother Sita and Lakshman, they felt very happy. Because when you see the form of God, you don't need to see anything otherwise. That is the epitome of beauty, that is the height of spirituality. He represents the very essence of life. And they are saying it, and Sri Ram is hearing that they are saying, oh, blessed indeed is Dashrath and Kaushalya, that they have sent these children in the forest that we could behold their beauty and their presence and feel so happy. A little lower down the road, another group of people saw Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan. And immediately they said, with disappointment, what kind of parents are those? They send such tender, loving children in this harsh wilderness to suffer. They are not parents, man. Now imagine Sri Ram is hearing people praising his parents and others condemning them. Don't we also hear these things on a daily basis? Who like you will praise you, and who hate you will condemn you, and other reasons. Devotees, that is people's business. But what is my business? Listen to the example of Bhagwan Sri Ram. Bhagwan Sri Ram, बन को चले जाते हैं. He didn't stop to say what he said. He didn't stop to say what he said. Show anger, show love. No, no, no. Let them talk. I know who I am. I know who my parents are. I know where I have come from. I know the kind of mother and father I have. And I know the company I am in at the present time. And I know where I'm heading. So let them say good things or bad things. That will not affect me. And he kept going forward. Aage chale bahuri gurai. Devotee, this is one powerful message, such a symbol for you and I. Because too many of us, we allow other people to dictate our happiness. Somebody says something nice, we're happy too bad. Somebody says something very, very painful, we're very angry, and we want to destroy them and hate them. That's a normal human reaction, although it shouldn't be so. Devotees, people will always say what they think or what they know. You can't say more than that. But if we allow our happiness and our unhappiness to be dependent upon other people, we'll never be happy. We'll always be unhappy. Because the day they don't say something good to us, we're unhappy. Now, there's a little incident from the fake folk tales about that. There was a farmer who had a son, and they were to go in the garden every morning. They had one donkey, no cat. So both of them jump on the donkey, and they'll go to the garden. Spend the day, evening, jump on the donkey, come back home. So this went on for some time. And devotees, one day, some young boys, mischievous, but that's what they do, that's what they know. When they saw the father and son on the donkey, they began to laugh and said, this is unfair, disadvantage, 2 on top 1. That father had no shame and the son was yet. So they're hearing this. They were doing it all the time. It wasn't a problem, but today it seems to be a problem for those guys. Listen, it affects all of us every day. Because this place is a land of rumor and gossip. And so devotees, they went home and began to think, son, father is saying, it's really 2 of us on 1. That is advantage, So let's stop that. So next, son on the donkey and father walking with the donkey. People say, but look at this. This young boy, young and strong, he have a whole life to live, and he riding a donkey and he making the old man walk. He deserves a licking. So both of them hear that, the donkey too, So they went home. Beta, this thing ain't looking good at all. They're condemning me and they're praising you. So next day, the father went on the donkey and the son started to walk. Follow what happened on both of them first, then son, now father. So they're going, father on the donkey, son walking. Another group of people say, look at this, no man, look at this can't be right. The old man riding a donkey have a young son walking. He had no shame as an old man. He could die any time. Why don't let the boy ride? And they both became so confused. When one ride, it was a problem. When the other ride, it was a problem. When both of them ride, it was a problem. They got a long bamboo, and they tie the donkey in the center, and both of them put the end of the bamboo on the shoulder, and they told the donkey. Who was the donkey? Who was the donkey? They allowed the comments of people to make them do foolishness. And ask yourself, devotees. These serious things from our scripture, we have to bear in mind. You're doing the right thing, you're doing it with a good heart, a good mind, a clean mind. Do it. God knows. You're not doing anything to take advantage of anybody. You're out of love. So devotees, Bhagwan Shri Ram didn't pay them any attention. Notice long time? Well, long by we start donkey cat. Here we have Bhaisa cat, I don't know, with the cane and thing. They would put the blinds for the donkey. So he can't look left or right. He could only go straight. Because when donkey see donkey, what does happen? I don't have to say. Devotees so to put on those blinkers and go straight. Go forward with God in your heart, God in your mind. When they searched far and wide and they had the news of Sita, then Hanuman Baba, after many things, he decided to go forward. And devotees, he had 2 things. Ek chalang, the name of Sri Ram on his lips and the form of Sri Ram in his heart. And nothing else mattered. It was Ram, Ram, Ram. Devotees, start to live like this. Don't let other people dictate your happiness or your unhappiness. Don't let other people show you, of course, you know who you are and what you need to do. And once it is justified, and once based upon scriptural teaching, and once it has the blessing of your parents and your guru, go, you shall achieve. Bole Shri Sita Ram Chandra Ki. So devotees, let us glorify Bhagwan Shri Ram. And we ask him, O Divine Father, please give us all that we need to withstand the condemnation, the distractions of those who don't know better. Help them to become better, but help me to be the best. And the aim in life is to make good better and better best. That's the aim in life. So devotee, you all know this song. Very simple. O Lord, the giver of bliss, please grant me true knowledge. Please take away all my weaknesses quickly. Please lead me to your abode, that I may become virtuous. O Lord, may all my brothers, sisters, may all the relatives, may all of us in the human society, may we learn about ourselves and become protectors of our dharma. May we become engaged in religious practices. May we always serve our gurus and the elderly ones with love. May we always speak the truth, O Lord, giving up untruth. O Lord, may we never ill speak anyone, even by mistake. Lord, let our lives be divine. May we always sing your glories. He Prabhu Anand Data ज्ञान हमको दीजिए हे प्रभु आनंद दाता ज्ञान हमको दीजिए शीघ्र सारे दुर्गुणों को दूर हमसे हमको शरण में हम सदाचारी बने ब्रह्मचारी धर्म रक्षक वीर व्रतधारी बने प्रेम से हम गुरुजनों की नित्य ही सेवा करें सत्य बोले झूठ त्यागे नेह आपस में करें हे प्रभु आनंद दाता ज्ञान हमको दीजिए निंदा किसी के हम किसी से भूल कर भी ना करें दिव्य जीवन हो हमारे यश तेरा गाया करे यश तेरा गाया करे हे प्रभु आनंद दाता ज्ञान हमको दीजिए शीघ्र सारे दुर्गुणों को दूर हमसे दूर हमको दीजिए हे प्रभु प्रेम से बोले श्री Sita Ram Chandra ki. Devotees, there is just one aspect of this journey I wish to conclude with. And so there's an order in which they were walking. You know, when we walk in different ways. But Bhagwan is showing that there's a certain way in which we walk. I don't mean, you know, how you left, right, you know. Here what Tulsidas is saying as he describes to us how Bhagwan, the order in which they were walking. In this journey, and we are all on a journey. What does he say?
तापस वेश विराजत काछे जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम उभय बीच सिय सोहति कैसे उभय बीच सिय सोहति कैसे ब्रह्म जीव बीच माया जैसे राम माया जैसे जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम
आगे आगे रामचंद्र जी और पीछे पीछे लक्ष्मण तपस्वी का वेश बनाए शोभायमान है। इन दोनों के बीच में सीता महारानी कैसे शोभायमान है, जैसे ब्रह्म और जीव में बीच में माया है। The devotee, this is one of the Chaupa in Ramayana that's highly symbolic. But the time will not permit to go into all of them. I will just look at it based on what Tulsidas says here. Sri Ram is in front. In the middle is Sita Ma, behind it Lakshmanji. God first. Always we know that. Lakshman is human society, you and I. But between us and God is what? Maya. What prevents us from going forward, onward and Godward? Ask yourself. What prevents you from being a more spiritual person, a better person? From being better in every sense of the word, whatever it might be. A better student, a better husband, a better wife, a better teacher, a better worker, a better temple devotee. What prevents you? There are two reasons. Laziness, and I'll leave you to think about the other one. Two things that prevent us. Devotees, that which takes us from going forward, that which takes us from doing what is real, what should be done, that which prevents from going towards God, towards righteousness, all of that can be termed as Maya. That's why I see it as in its center. But more importantly, and from a social point of view, it shows that Sita represents the women folk now. And women need to be, let's say, protected. But put it this way, they represent the Shakti or the Devi. And in any society where women become corrupt, that society falls apart. The Greek civilization, the Roman civilization, and where else to turn. That's why our mothers and daughters are so special, so important, and we have to try our best to make them happy in whatever form or fashion, but within the laws of Dharma. Now that's a whole topic by itself. I can't go into it. When you do Bhandara, when last year went to a funeral and the Bhandara, and when they made the Pinda, and they made it long, elongated, and Baba gave you a broomstick, or maybe a mango stem, or maybe the kush grass, and he tells you bend it and cut it in the center, it cuts into a tree. Then you take the thumb and the middle finger, the ring finger, and you push it out. What does that signify? Bhandara, you know, simidimi and jump beating, you know. It's based on strict philosophy. Who want to say otherwise, leave them. Devotees, again, you cut the pinda, elongated pinda in three. The first represents God. The last piece is man. The middle piece is Maya. For man to go Godward, he has to remove Maya. It's here again in Rama, in the very sad thing. So devotee, we can go on. There's so much to know, but time is always against us. So I can talk and talk on Maya. Devotees, I'll do two things. Give you an incident and then sing a wonderful bhajan on Maya. And then we conclude. Devotee Narad Muni would always ask Bhagwan, show me Maya na, show me what is Maya. Bhagwan would say, Narad, don't ask to see that way. Don't ask that. He insisted. One day Bhagwan said, okay, come. They jumped on the chariot and they went for a drive. They went far away. And devoted after some time, sun hot and no river, no water anyway. Bhagwan said, Narad, a thirsty boy. A thirsty my son, bring some water for me. So Narad is an obedient devotee. He jumped on the chariot and began to search for water. No matter where he went, he couldn't find any water. So he kept walking and walking. He didn't give up. And that's the thing about a devotee. A true devotee does not give up. Does not give up. So the devotee kept on going until he passed that village where he had stopped. And he reached another village. And there was a little stream. And so he looked around, he got a pitcher, he dipped it in the stream and it began to fill. It's like how Sharan Kumar is filling the water for his parents and made a sound, and Dashrath heard that and shot the man. So to the devotees, he is filling this, is making a sound, and while that filling of the goblet or whatever it is taking place, he began to smell something very sweet. And then he began to hear very wonderful sounds. And the devotee, so much so he felt like wherever and whatever it was about to descend upon him. When he looked up, he saw the most beautiful face he had ever seen. And to make matters even better, the girl smiled. Flowers in she hair, plaited hair and thing. Smelling like, oh God, I don't know how to tell you. Real top of the line. Well dressed, dressed to kill them. And devotees, Narad had the jar here. He forgot about water, forgot Vishnu Bhagwan. And he watching this beautiful girl. And before he could say or do anything, well, he heart started beating. Well, them heart don't beat it. Go boop, boop. Real pressure. Before he started, this was happening to him. Whole body vibrating, overtaken by the power of love. They say beauty could traumatize, mesmerize, and you name it. Devotees, the girl said, I have been looking for a long time. I haven't found anybody like you. Will you marry me? No, that long time she did that. No, anybody say anything, anything. So you decide how you want to do it. Go long and think, man, no problem. And so devotees, but she now made the suggestion. I wish, let's get married. He ain't wait for a second time. He say, you sure? No. You want to get married? I like YC. And before you say Jack Robinson, devotees, marriage took place. When marriage takes place, what do we expect? From 2, you get 3. And then you move on like that. Well, Narad was so happy with this girl and things were going so well. Devotee has a large family. Now, some people say you have a farm or you have a ranch, whatever term you want to use. But you decide how many children you want to have. But make sure you can mind them. And otherwise. So they had a wonderful family. And devotees, Sri Vishnu Bhagwan still waiting for water on the chariot. And Naraji enjoying himself. Every year a child coming. Every year a child coming. Devotees, God gives us enough rope, enough freedom. But there's a limit to it. I hope you're listening, devotees. While it's nice, enjoy it. But it doesn't last. It will not last. And so, Bhagwan decided enough was enough. And what happened in that village where the same river it all started, that stream, it became flooded. And devoted, there were hard times. They had drought and famine or whatever. Narad decided to take his family, his large family, and there was a narrow bridge to cross the river. So he said, you know what? Better let them go first, I will come after. And so the children went, and devoted, when they reached midway, the wife went and she joined them. And before Narad could step on the bridge, devoted, the strong current, water from the river came and washed them away. So Narada is back to square one. Children gone, wife gone, he's left alone. He's crying. Say, Lord, why have you done this? God does do all things, devotees. Who say God punishing you and who say God? You don't know what you're saying. It's our action, that's what matters. It is our actions. Our action bring us prosperity, our action bring us pain and unhappiness. Lakshman told Nisha that nobody responds for our unhappiness and our happiness. It's we ourselves. Don't blame anybody. Perform the action. Just as others have performed action to be happy, you do the action, you'll be happy too. We have to understand the devotees. If it's not, then many of us and many people say, Baba, 40, 50 years in temple, I offer in jail every Shivratri. I'm doing that Aryan, and my son chopped me, and that happened, and that happened. Devotees, why? When you do that, it's for your good. If I can't change the world, I change my life. And once I am changed, then I can face whatever the world throws at me. Too many of us feel God punishing us. God doesn't punish. God has time to punish people. God is loving, God is just, God is kind, and God is fair. If two babies are born right now, one goes in a Benz to a wonderful home, next one goes wrapped in brown paper to a Gabonese house. If God is just and loving and kind and fair, how come this inequality, injustice? That's not so. It's the karma they perform, the action they perform, either past or whenever. So we don't blame devotee. Just as I did things to suffer, I can do things to prosper. Always, this is the right. There's no other way. And anybody tell you otherwise, they're fooling you. And now we see a lot of that in the newspaper. Come and treat it like a bring back your loved one. Come and do that like a jump and spread it from you. And some of us are falling for it. Come, call the number so behind the market. Is there a market here? I don't know. But I'm talking about central side. I know what I'm saying. I have the clippings. They tell you come. Whatever it is, they could heal the world. I say, look, you know what? Fire the government and put them. Then we'll cure everything in Trinidad. That's what what's happening in this present age of Kali Yuga devotees. Everybody feel it could heal and help. Be careful. There's no shortcut to heaven and to God. Think of a man who wants to be a doctor. Is he overnight? Think of us who are taking education from preschool to primary to secondary to tertiary and even post. How long it takes to become a professional? You could become a bandit overnight. But not a genuine human being, boy. Simiti jal bharahi talawa. Drop by drop, step by step, it happens, not otherwise. So devotees, let me cut that. We got Naraji suffering. Wife gone, children gone. And you know what the man had the audacity to say, Lord, how many children gone, that is okay. But the wife too, man, if she was diakrahamo. And where is life? Where is life without a wife? You ever heard that? Where is life without a wife? Okay. So devotees, he's crying. He began to hear footsteps. He said, wait, boy. Like she come back? I thought she's wrong. Suppose it's not she and it's something, you know. And you know again how the mind plays tricks. The mind plays, you're living in a house every day. One day everybody leave the house, they tell you to stay alone because you for some reason you can't go. You feel you had zombie, you hear noise, you hear knocking, you hear chain dragging, you hear horse galloping. Wait that. And same house every day, same bed, everything, man. But that's how the mind is. Our mind is so weak. Our mind is our best friend. Our mind is our own worst enemy. Ask Lord Krishna that. He said so, not me. I quoted him. So devotees, he hearing this song, so he said, nah, it can't be she come back in a while. I see she drunk myself. So devotees, the noise, the footsteps is coming closer and closer until he felt like the person would step up, and when he looked up, he saw Bhagwan Vishnu. Sasankha chakrang sakirita kundalam, sapita vasram sarasiruhekshanam, sahara vakshastra kaustuvashram, namami Vishnu Shri Chacha, Turhujam, the forearm form of Vishnu Bhagwan. And in one hand by his throat, he said, Narad, I'm real thirsty, very water. Narad felt very hurt. He said, but Vishnu Bhagwan, you always told me to ask and not to see what Maya is about. Now I understand what you are saying. It took me away from you, O Lord. Never let this ever happen again. Let me remain a devotee of yours. And the river attached to the spring in the mountain will always flow with water. May my heart and my life be attached to you, that your grace and mercy and protection and guidance will always be upon me. Prabhu, I don't want to see Maya again. I've learned, devotees, And now all of that is put in this bhajan, which we sing and move on to the arati. जिस सब जग फिरत लुभाया, राम तेरी माया, प्रभु राम तेरी माया, प्रभु राम तेरी माया, जय जय राम। करने वास 9 मास गर्भ में फिरत भूतल में आया, करने वास 9 मास गर्भ में फिरत भूतल में आया, खान पान विषयो रस भोजन मात पिता सिखलाया, मात पिता सिखलाया, आह राम तेरी माया, प्रभु राम तेरी माया, बोलो घर में सुंदर नारी मनोहर देखा देखल चाया, घर में सुंदर नारी मनोहर देखा देखल छाया। सुनु सुनु मीठी बात सुतन की, सुनु सुनु मीठी बात सुतन की, मोह पास फसाया, ओ मोह पास फसाया। राम तेरी माया, मेरे राम तेरी माया, सीता राम तेरी माया, प्रभु राम तेरी माया। गृही का जन्म में मिस दिन फिरत सकल ये जन बीताया। आशा पर्वत भय मन भीतर, आशा पर्वत भय मन भीतर, निर्बल हो गई काया, निर्बल हो गई काया। ओ राम तेरी माया, प्रभु राम तेरी माया, प्रभु राम तेरी माया, सीता राम तेरी माया, जय जय राम तेरी माया। जिस सब जग फिरत लुभाया, जाल बिछाया, राम तेरी माया। So devotees, every day when you pray, besides blessings, guidance, help and protection, you can also ask, oh Lord, let no Maya contract my thinking. Let me remain attached to you as the river attached to the spring in the mountain. And if we pray like this and we live like this, you will see the difference in life, devotees. Bhagwan has put everything there for us. It's up to you and I. Bole Shri Sita Ramachandra Ki. So at this point, devotees, the Havan is concluded. We shall internal enemies as well as Maya. Devotees, the Lord's grace is there. It's for yours, for the receiving. Om Mangalam Asmat Gurunam, Mangalam me Astu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Pur Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashte Dubhag Bhavit. Om Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudhvajam, Mangalam Pundarikaksha,
मंगलाय तनोहरि उमावाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वर त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। बोले श्री सीतारामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, आदिशक्ति स्वाहा माता की जय, उदय सा जगन्नाथ की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, बोले श्री गुरु महाराज की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की शुभ मस्तु कल्याण मस्तु। आपको धन्यवाद, सत्य आशीर्वाद। आप लोग बैठ जाएंगे। बी सीटेड डिवोटीज।